The second Azarov government was Ukraine's government from December 24, 2012 to January 28, 2014. It was dissolved during the Euromaidan protests. The ministers continued shortly as a caretaker government. On the 27th of February 2014, Ukraine's parliament approved a resolution to dismiss the government creation. On the 3rd of December 2012, the first Azarov government became a caretaker government after Ukrainian President Viktor Yanukovych accepted the resignation of Prime Minister Mykola Azarov and his government following the 28th of October 2012 parliamentary election. A number of government members, including Prime Minister Azarov, were elected to parliament in that election. In order to get these parliamentary mandates, they were obliged to submit documents on the dismissal from the previous job to the Central Election Commission within 20 days after the election. On the 9th of December 2012, Yanukovych nominated Azarov for a new term as Prime Minister. This nomination was approved by Parliament on the 13th of December 2012. According to Svoboda, that voted absolutely against Azarov. His appointment is illegal, at least due to such technicality in the law of Ukraine which requires the President of Ukraine to be physically present in the session hall of Parliament during his candidacy approval by Verkhovna Rada. The People's Deputy of Ukraine from the parliamentary faction UDAI Irina Herashchenko stated that the all political appointments that took place that day are a political bribe of the party of power to the Communist Party of Ukraine. On the 4th of December 2012, 9 days before appointment of Azarov, a People's Deputy of Ukraine from Communist Party of Ukraine Spiridon Kilinkarov insisted at the political talk show Syahodny Preholovna on the Ukrainian television channel TVI that Communists absolutely will not vote for any candidates to the Prime Minister of Ukraine from Party of Regions. On the 13th of December, absolutely all members of the Communist Party of Ukraine voted as one for the candidacy of Mykola Azarov as the Prime Minister of Ukraine. On the 24th of December 2012, the second Azarov government was appointed by President Yanukovych. The coalition of Party of Regions and Ukraine Forward, as it is now in the government, was foreseen and mentioned by the Ukrainian television studio Kvartal 95 in October 2012 in one of their episodes of Evening Quarter. According to Anders Aslund, the government faced three big tasks: to govern, to break Ukraine's foreign isolation, and to salvage the country from a vulnerable financial situation. In December 2012, he observed little reason to believe that it can solve any of these three tasks. Communist Party faction leader Petro Simonenko stated on the 28th of December 2012 that the Communist Party of Ukraine and the Party of Regions had not concluded any agreements concerning the communist support of Mykola Azarov's candidacy for the post of Prime Minister, but that his party had supported this nomination because Azarov had told them his government was ready to implement the program on Ukraine's accession to the customs union of Belarus, Kazakhstan and Russia. Simonenko added that should Azarov fail to fulfill the promise of Ukraine's joining this customs union, the communists would initiate his resignation. Parliamentary vote of no confidence. In 2013, the government managed twice to survive the vote of no confidence from the Ukrainian parliament until finally the president of Ukraine accepted the resignation of Prime Minister of Ukraine Mykola Azarov earlier in 2014. The first time the parliament voted on April 19, 2013. The second time the parliament voted on December 3, 2013, fall and temporary continuation as caretaker cabinet. After weeks of Euromaidan protests and clashes, during which civilians were killed, Prime Minister Azarov offered his letter of resignation on the 28th of January 2014. According to his cabinet, Azarov was quoted saying that, in order to create additional opportunities for socio-political compromise, for the sake of the peaceful settlement of the conflict, I have made a personal decision to ask the Ukrainian president to accept my resignation from the post of Ukrainian Prime Minister. Quote, under the Ukrainian constitution this meant the whole government had resigned. The president subsequently accepted the resignation and signed a decree dismissing the cabinet, which decree would not take effect until the Verkhovna Rada approved a new cabinet. Hence the second Azarov government continued as a caretaker government. Prime Minister Azarov was replaced by Deputy Prime Minister Serhiy Abuzov, but under Ukrainian law the cabinet could only be able to implement its duties for no more than 60 days. The compromise deal of February 21, 2014 between President Yanukovych and the opposition to end the February 2014 Euromaidan riots stipulated that a new national unity government was to be formed within 10 days. On the 27th of February 2014, Ukraine's parliament approved a resolution to dismiss the government. They immediately followed it by the appointment of the new cabinet members of the Yatsenyuk government. Achievements. In December 2013, the IMF stated that the Ukrainian government's policy mix had generated large external and fiscal imbalances, and that this had contributed to deepening the recession in the country. Composition. On the 3rd of December 2012, the first Azarov government became a caretaker government after Ukrainian President Viktor Yanukovych accepted the resignation of Prime Minister Mykola Azarov and his government following the 28th of October 2012 parliamentary election. Ukraine's current second Azarov government was appointed by President Yanukovych on the 24th of December 2012. It was dissolved as a part of the Euromaidan protests on the 28th of January 2014. Except Prime Minister Mykola Azarov, who was replaced by Deputy Prime Minister Serhiy Abuzov. All ministers in the cabinet kept the post and continues as a caretaker government. On February 22, 2014, the Supreme Council of Ukraine appointed Oleksandr Turchinov as a coordinator of the Cabinet of Ukraine. When the cabinet took oath the 24th of December 2012 till the 5th of February 2013, the posts of Minister of Culture and Minister of Industrial Policy were vacant. On the 28th of February 2013, President Viktor Yanukovych reorganized the Ministry of Education and Science, Youth and Sports and the State Service for Youth and Sports, creating a Ministry of Education and the Ministry of Youth and Sports. On the 2nd of July 2013, Oleksandr Lavrinovich was elected as member of the Supreme Council of Justice of Ukraine. Olena Lukash replaced Lavrinovich as Justice Minister 2 days later. Composition. Vice Prime Minister assignments. First Vice PM Serhiy Abuzov, Ministry of Agrarian Policy and Food, Ministry of Economical Development and Trade, Ministry of Social Policy, Ministry of Finance, Ministry of Revenues and Duties. Vice PM Yuri Boyko, Ministry of Energy and Coal Industry, Ministry of Ecology and Natural Resources, Ministry of Industrial Policy, Space Sector. Vice PM Oleksandr Vilkel, Ministry of Infrastructure, Ministry of Regional Development, Construction and Housing. Vice PM Konstantin Ryshchenko, Ministry of Culture, Ministry of Education and Science, Youth and Sport, Ministry of Health Security, Non-Supervised Ministries, Ministry of Justice, Ministry of Defense, Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Ministry of Internal Affairs, Ministry of Cabinet of Ministers.